Yay Fisher doing Yay Fisher things. The report is out, and there's some huge Jodydamus in this thing. Let's get it.
Gracias por ver la esquina de Jody. Thank you for watching Jody's Corner.
YouTube was good. It's your boy Jody Joe. Welcome to Jody's Corner. Thank you guys so very much for being here. Yay Fisher is at it again, and this is the final stance from Yay Fisher. He's given the tell-all. Everything is out there in the open for everybody to see. This is the moment we've all been waiting for. We wanted Yay Fisher to give the specifics on what, where, what, why, how, and we still got nothing. He told the Hollywood Reporter in detail about the whole entire situation, and I've been looking at this and I've read this thing twice from top to bottom, twice, okay? And this is a nothing sandwich. He's basically, this is a recap. I will save you guys time because if you guys have been keeping up with the news with the Yay Fisher situation, especially being a follower of Jody's Corner, you guys already know this same old sad story about just instances that involve his ego getting hurt and him taking things the wrong way. That's really the gist of what's going on here. Nothing new, no more new decision. There's a couple of things in here about Gal Gadot, which I will address in a separate video. That's going to be a separate video, so stay tuned for that. So when it comes to Yay Fisher, and the reason why I'm doing this video, I know I told you guys I'm not doing no more Yay Fisher commentary. This isn't really about Yay Fisher. This is about me. This is about a Jodydamus to the heavens, to the maximum. In this article, it basically, he confirms everything that I've been saying about him. He's confirmed everything that I've been reporting about Zack Snyder, the whole universe, and how that shit went down. This article, you know, indirectly is confirming my source. It confirms my videos that I've made where people, you know, found it a lot of it hard to believe what I was saying by the sources that I have at Warner Brothers, by the conversation that I had with secret source Mr. Clay Enos. Everything that takes place in this article, and I'm going to cherry pick the moments, is going to solidify everything that I've been saying for the longest time in the battle against the toxic Snyder cult. Not the Snyder fans, but the Snyder cult. I'm tired of differentiating it. If you guys feel like you're cult, you're cult. All right, so he begins to talk about over the years what happened and how everything that led up to it. He starts to talk about how, you know, how he was raised. The article talks about how he was raised, and specifically right here, Fisher was raised by a single mother. Let me see. Let me see. Here we go. Fisher was raised by a single mother and his grandmother in Lawnside, New Jersey, a community that notes was the first self-governing black municipality north of the Mason-Dixon line. He says that he felt a new sense of urgency to speak out when the pandemic hit and the Black Lives Matter protesters took the streets. Where have I heard this from? I know I've heard someone. Oh, that's right. I've been saying this shit. Jody, take it away. Because knowing what I know, you will understand that it was a coup. This was the Zack Snyder secret mystery source revealed video. This is what's going to confirm everything that I've been saying. And I've said that it was simply the Black Lives Matter movement that started Yay Fisher to go on this tyrant. That's why they used him, because he had that black skin. Yeah. Yay Fisher, a.k.a. Ray Fisher Smollett, was sent on a mission to cause dismay and to help bring down heads at Warner Brothers at Zack Snyder's encouragement. I'm sorry. And it wasn't just Ray Fisher. Ladies and gentlemen, Zack Snyder has a vendetta against Warner Brothers, has a vendetta against Joss Whedon, has a vendetta against Jeff Johns, has a vendetta against Kevin Sugihara, and many other high-arcing producers. Throw in John Berg, throw in your Walter Hamadas later on down the line, throw in your Toby Emmerichs. It was bold. But Jody, what are you talking about? You're just saying things. You have no idea, no proof of what you're talking about. You are just saying things. Well, I understand how that would cause doubt. The source that I have that confirmed everything to me wasn't a source that was one of my sources. All right, that's the source. We're going to get into that. You guys know that source later on ended up being Clay Enos, where we talked on the set. And then he begun to tell me about how Zach wants, he hates Joss, Jeff, planning to get him out of there, douchebags, tyrants, all that shit. We're going to get our justice, all that type of stuff. That's all in that video, Jodydamus. But it was the Black Lives Matter that really emboldened him. And this receipt right here is what's going to show that. I think we have that here. Ye Fisher came at me and called me a homophobe to the world, added me into the news. I had to destroy Ye Fisher with his lies. I've made countless videos about Ye Fisher and how he's a hypocrite and a liar. Yeah, defending myself. He tried to cancel me.
Yes, he did.
Uncancelable.
Sure.
Fought that.
Yep.
Won that.
Yep.
Ye Fisher is definitely the boy who cried wolf.
Sure enough.
He is the first black Karen.
Facts.
And when he came out with all of the allegations against Joss Whedon, John Berg, and Jeff Johns, it was peculiar to me because he's doing it at the height of the Black Lives Matter movement. Stop it right there, Jody. Joe, you talking in future tales right now. Well, you predict the futures, bro. Jody, what you talking about? There's Ray Fisher's initial tweet. It says, Joss Whedon's on-set treatment of the cast and crew of Justice League was gross, abusive, unprofessional, and completely unacceptable. He was enabled by Jeff Johns and John Berg, blah, blah. And that same day, July 1st of 2020, I respond with my tweet. And I said, this timing is suspect. There it is. I said, now you want to speak? This whole timing is suspect AF. That's July 1st. July 1st of 2020, some 9 months ago, when this first kicked off, that was exactly what I saw. I said, you're using the Black Lives Matter movement, using that black skin to talk. And it wasn't just about him trying to make the black skin talk, make the black skin walk. That was the vendetta. That was the ideal. Zach utilized that because it's like, hey, you're black lives matter. You have the powerful voice. People are listening to you. When you're in the inside, you're working with the reshoots. You're the one coming back and reporting to me the stuff that's going on because Jason and Ye and a couple of other people who I don't want to involve were going back to Snyder and telling him a whole bunch of shit that was going on with the reshoots of Justice League, complaining and talking, just basically just reporting back to Snyder. That's really what this was. And, Snyder absolutely utilized Ray Fisher and manipulated him into taking over Warner Brothers. That was the plan. That was the plot, to use Ray Fisher to get them fired. Jeff Johns, John Berg, Walter Hamada, Toby Emmerich, anybody that was in the way of the Snyderverse. That's exactly why. And it's common sense. Why would Ray Fisher go after so many producers? Why would he go after even producers that had nothing to do with Snyder back in 2016? Because they didn't want the Snyderverse. So he knew he had to get rid of them with these antics that he was on. More facts coming through. The cult came for me again. I theorized that Zack Snyder put Ye Fisher up to using his blackness at the right opportune time. The death of George Floyd was a sad one, but for the first time in history since the Civil Rights Movement, white America was listening to us black people, and Ye Fisher and Zack Snyder conspired to utilize Ye Fisher's blackness and use the Black Lives Matter movement to be heard on allegations that were absolutely bullshit. Pause right there, Jody Joe, man. Slow down on that Jodydamus shit, man. You killing me. Hold on, what else we got? So let's go back to the article, and I want to make sure that what did he say again in this article? He says, this is the first time he said this, by the way. He says he felt a new sense of urgency to speak out when the pandemic hit and the Black Lives Matter protesters took to the streets. So he felt a sense of urgency to talk about something that happened 4 years ago as a black man. Bro, miss me, bro. It had nothing to do with, I was wrong 4 years ago and I'm going to speak up. Nah, bro, stop it. You try to line your pockets. You try to get the Cyborg movie. You try to get Snyder back in there. And that was the plan. The plan was, yeah, let's use BLM because it's popping off. Now's the time to strike. And that's what you guys did, man. That's what you guys did. And then I'm scrolling through this article. I'm looking at a lot of this. It talks about a lot of the stuff and break down how it all started, how it all went down. Producer Chuck Roven going in there, meeting with him, apologizing to him. You know, they were really bending over backwards, except with Josh. Josh was definitely a douchebag up in this situation. Jeez. If we scroll some more, this is where the ultimate Jodydamus is going to. This is a confirmation, basically, for the most part. It's going to be a confirmation. There we go. Here we go. By late June 2020, hold your hats, Fisher went public with his dissatisfaction at what he viewed as Warner's inaction. For their part, Warner Brothers sources contend that Fisher was being manipulated by Zack Snyder, who hoped to reclaim control of the DC film universe. Bruh. Go ahead, Jody Joe. Talk that talk, walk that walk. Why would a black man who doesn't have any movie experience, only comes from a couple of roles on Broadway, why would he be so adamant and come for producers who can ruin his career? Why would someone do that? It really comes down to common sense, ladies and gentlemen. People think, oh, he's noble. He's falling on his sword. Come on. Let's be logical here. Ladies and gentlemen, he has a safety net. He was given assurances that if you get these people out, let's use your black skin. Let's use Black Lives Matter. Let's use you being on the end. Let's use this moment to attack now. Not a year ago, not 2 years ago, not 3 years ago when it was fresher. Now, because the Black Lives Matter is important and you're black. Let's do it. Get them out and I'll get you your Cyborg movie. Ooh, too much facts. You want your Cyborg movie? You want to take over? Let's take over this place. You got to get John Berg, Jeff Johns, and all them up out of there. That's what gave him the gas. Ladies and gentlemen, Ye Fisher ain't brave. Ye Fisher is a pawn and a tool. Zack Snyder whispered in his ear. All of this is Zack Snyder working. Zack Snyder's I said, Ye Fisher's a pawn and a tool. And even Warner Brothers understands it because I had sources in Warner Brothers that were telling me this. Well, look at here. I mean, Warner Brothers sources are saying that Fisher was being manipulated by Snyder, who wanted to reclaim the DC universe. This is the vendetta. This is the Jodydamus. This confirms everything I said in this video, bruh. The source is legit out here. Trust and believe me. I ain't saying I'm connected. I'm just saying Jodydamus is a real thing. You call it what you want, bro. But if you've been watching my channel, I've been telling you this shit for 9 months. Y'all been sitting there getting confused, watching these other trash channels. I've been giving you these facts since day one. Since day one. Bro, you only doing this because of Black Lives Matter. This is an opportunity for you to get back into DC and get them fools fired and get your Cyborg movie. That's all I've been saying. I was down to defend Ray Fisher if the issues were real and he named what happened. I was ready to defend him, but he just kept playing with us. Oh, stay tuned. Stay tuned. Stay tuned. Are you abused or not? Are you a victim or not? Were you treated gross and negligent or not? Because when someone comes out and says I'm abused and gross negligent behavior and toxic and mean, you would think that you would say what happened. You wouldn't drag it on for 8 months, my dude. So when it comes to people being real victims, they come out and they say what happens. They don't say stay tuned for the next episode of Dragon Ball Z. But that's how you get down. That's how you do it when you're Jodydamus and you know that there was a plan. Each phase was working towards the next goal of getting people fired, removing people so Zack Snyder could get back into Warner Brothers. I'm out here on my shit, man. I've been saying it for a minute. Shout out to the Jody's Corner community because they have been in the know. My community have been in the know because they are part of this community and hear me. So all these other millions of people who are on other channels getting lied to and shit because their freaking YouTubers they watch don't know shit, that's fine. Shout out to the JC community who's been in the know for a minute because, you know, Jodydamus is a real thing. So it's right there. By late June, he went public and Warner Brothers said, dang, bro, Snyder's out here manipulating you, huh? This is a plot to destroy the Jedi. That's what this is. And sure enough, that's exactly what it was. Because that's exactly what attempted to end up happening. Behind the scenes, he has a legitimate vendetta against John Berg, Jeff Johns, and Joss Whedon. That's exactly why Ye Fisher did this. And then I announce who the mystery guy is. I announce who the person is, and we'll get there now. These are the type of words that I'm hearing come from this man's mouth as he's showing me pictures of him and Zach and telling me about their lives and how besties they are, and Godfather and at the wedding, all this stuff. Because I had to make
Best
sure.
man at the wedding, yeah.
And when I found out who he was later on, because even I didn't know who he was. I just thought he was a photographer. But no, he is a photographer, but he's the photographer for DC. Ladies and gentlemen, the person's name is Clay Enos. Clay Enos. Yes, this guy right here. He's the one that is best friends with Zack Snyder, who is documented at taking photographs for all of his movies, even some of his personal films, spends time at his house, spends time with his children for the holidays, best man at the wedding, his actual legitimate best friend in his life, knows his thoughts, talks with him he said he talks to him every day. He said, I literally talk to him every day. That's what he told me. I remember it's coming back even more to me. He said, I literally talk to him every day. That's my best friend. Clay Enos, who hated Warner Brothers and still does. And he used the Snyder Cut. He used the hashtag. He used Ray Fisher and he used Jason Momoa, and he's still using other people who are there, a couple of them who don't really matter, to bring Warner Brothers down. That's why your boy Ye Fisher came out and did all the things that he was doing and felt emboldened. Jodydamus.
Because he was given assurances from his daddy, Zack Snyder.
Jodydamus.
Oh, boy, that feels good. Exclusive. My
Exclusive.
lightning striking out here, bruh. Exclusive on Jody's Corner, something that nobody reported on because
Nobody
unless you were
knew.
there, you wouldn't know. No site's going to run with this. Well, you're getting it
Exclusive.
here.
Exclusive.
Clay Enos. Good guy. I'm telling you, he was really
Nice
as
guy.
a Snyder
Nice
fan
guy.
that
Nice
I was a huge Snyder fan in that moment. Yeah, I played a character in order to get information from him. Yeah, that's kind of like, fuck, dang, Jody, you really finessed him. Yeah, I feel like, I did that. But I got the information. To confirmation of what, even things that I didn't even suspect. I didn't think Joss had hate like that, so much hate and revenge, and I wanted to bring Warner Brothers down like that. I was blown away by
Zach,
some of the
Zach.
stuff I was hearing. But that's the truth of exactly what Zack Snyder feels about Warner Brothers and feels about DC and wants to bring the whole thing down. But Jody, you don't know. You making this story up. Clay Enos wouldn't be
lying.
around you, or you ain't been in no
Yeah.
Warner Brothers set. You don't know
Nobody.
what you talking about.
Mic drop moment.
Then I ask you one question then. Who do you think took this picture? I'm Jody.
All right, for sure. That was I just wanted to get to that point because that was epic mic drop moment, by the way.
And even then, with the receipts, the evidence, the witness, I was the witness. I was actually there talking to Clay Enos as he was spilling the beans about the plot and the plan to get rid of executives at Warner Brothers to get vengeance because Zach was mad that they fired him. Zach was upset that they even brought Joss in. Josh came to take over. Jeff Johns came to take over. He didn't want to take orders from no Jeff Johns and John Berg. He didn't want to work with Joss Whedon. He was upset.
And to be honest, I understand why Zach was upset. If it's my movie and somebody come in trying to change shit up, I'm going to be upset too. Just in my opinion, I feel like he just handled it the wrong way with this vendetta, using Ray Fisher, using Black Lives Matter, using Jason Momoa, using people who are loyal to him to try to cause dismay with the future of DC. Like, you know, sometimes if you get the L, you just got to take it and move on. And then just hope that, you know, that karma will come back around. Let karma do the bidding for you. Don't insert yourself in toxicity and scheming and plans and vendettas, because no one ends up winning in the end. And as we could tell by looking back, they didn't end up winning in the end. He won by getting his film. That's a W. But it was never about the film, and I told you guys, it was never really about that. He wanted the verse. He wanted to be in a position of power again. When you taste that amount of power that Zach had, and he had ultimate power in the beginning of DC with Man of Steel and BVS, there was no one he answered to as far as, you know, except the suits. I mean, that's like Kevin Feige level. So to have that amount of power, really think about it, guys. A man to have that amount of power, to then be belittled in the way he feels by another Marvel director, losing his status section by section to the point where he just ends up, he knows the writing is on the wall, the ground's closing in on him, and they're pushing him out. So going from a position of power to nothing, that's a huge fall, man. And you can't tell me that you wouldn't be upset, you wouldn't feel some type of way, because I would feel some type of way. I'm not blaming Zach for feeling some type of way. It's just the actions that he took in order to get what he wanted is what I didn't agree with. And I always knew his intention was not about the Snyder cut. It was about the Snyder verse. And the fans are doing it right now. They're putting out, what are they doing? It was release the Snyder cut, right? It was released. It's not, we just want his vision complete. That's all we want. Give it to us. And the foolish studio, AT&T, said, all right, here it is. Now it's restore the Snyderverse. I want more movies and more. Bring Zach back. Because Zach is still right now on his social medias influencing and infuriating and making his toxic fandom ask for this stuff. It's not just them. He's fueling it. So I just wanted to do this because of the Jodydamus. You know, ultimately, Ann Sarnoff is Supergirl. She came out and saved the day and said, you know what? It's over. No toxicity, no vitriol. We're done. We're moving forward. If you want part of that, come on in. If not, freak up out of here. Ann Sarnoff is the G over there at Warner Media, and I'm a huge fan. Shout out to Ann Sarnoff for helping save the day. And I look forward to what DC has coming in the future, guys. I just wanted to make this video because it was very Jodydamus-y. So thank you guys so very much. I'm doing this for my community for the most part. The Snyder cult, they're mad. They're already downvoting this video. This video that's full of facts and confirmation. But this is for my community. You know what I'm saying? We out here, you know what I'm saying? Got my Kobe on, you know what I'm saying? Rest in peace, Kobe Bryant. Rest in peace, Yana and the other passengers on board that helicopter, you know what I'm saying? I still cry for you. Shout out to the Jody's Corner community. Thank you guys so very much for watching. I'm Jody Joe, and I'm out this thing, man. Deuces!